absolutely wild on this map with Omen. He does. It's like watching imagine Angel, but Angel has a backup smoker. It's literally like that, and it's just giving him full freedom. Like, he's wild with it.
You're shaking your head. Why?
I've never seen it. I've never seen it before. I don't know how it's gonna play out. I mean,
it's Bright with the Prime. Thank you for the 5 months, bro. Thank you.
Be caught off guard by a lot of things. I think that this default comp is just very
this is the best chance for FPX in my mind is stuff like this, right? The double controller, stuff that you don't play against. And it's kind of adapting on the fly, but maybe not so much on the fly because there is a good amount of footage out there.
How far can they go? They made it here. They got an opportunity again internationally. Can they do better than Lock-in?
This is the thing, it's champs, right? Even all the games we've seen so far, there have been surprises already. You never know what can happen on a stage like this.
Happy that I watched all the Chinese games to have some knowledge. I mean, it's nice, yeah. It's nice to have some stuff. The problem is that sometimes I watch too much that I get muddled up with teams. But yeah, we have some base understanding at least.
Well, the agents are logged and the stage is all set. All we need and are missing are 2 people to take us through this exciting match. Everyone give a warm welcome to Bren and Sight.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, great setup for this one here. Evil Geniuses versus FPX, our #1 America seed versus the #3 in China, Josh. I mean, I'm looking forward to some whimsy, some silliness.
Wild stuff.
Listen, make some noise here. Let's get this group stage match started.
How are you feeling about EG this event? It's a good proving ground for them that they can win best of 3s without fracture, which they in theory can because honestly their other maps look really good, but it's still a question mark that they can do it twice. So yeah, it's a big tournament for them, to be honest. So we insta-fake straight up, sorry, EG on defense, FPX on attack. We insta-fake out like we're hitting a fast A. We see a cross-map recon, and now we're going to re-hit A after all the utils used. So they kind of got a sweet spot at the moment where there's nothing here. We've got kill set up deep.
The A site, it's going to be theirs. What a lovely now the Nana Swarms. Boostio still anchoring towards the back. No one really swinging to deal with them. They just can't. Too many Nana Swarms out the floor.
They did a lot of damage, by the way. EG have a good chance still.
With the goods, 2 kills their way. The damage done to the players though, they are quite weak, and there's a shock dart, finishing off Ayang.
So we're up to this guy, really.
Oh, they're not going to expect this one. Still up close, onto the heaven angle, Jogamo.
Damn, he did great. Damn, he did incredibly well. That was a headshot there. Nicely done, nice pistol
round win.
And you're instantly seeing the biggest advantage to me, Bren, that FPX have compared to the last time we saw them at an international tournament. They've made a roster upgrade, and this guy has been the best player in the most recent tournaments that FPX has been playing in. Lysor has instantly rejuvenated the team and provided an upgrade in terms of the fragging power.
1, 2, 3 rifles.
Stick him on the Killjoy. He's allowed them to have flexibility between the double smokes and double initiator comps that FPX never used to have before. He's a danger. He really is.
Okay. Wait, that didn't look great. Is that guy's mouse alright?
Back foot now off that. We'll see a slow beginning for you. FPX.
We'll keep an eye on pistols as well. 1 fair.
Playing them at the attack side quite cautiously. You can see the star placed down. It's a recall.
Shot.
Open to take the angle, Boostio.
Okay, so in terms of it, we've got 4 guns,
not too good, though.
and that is one of them down. So eventually this is going to get upgraded into a gun. So there we go. That's the one death that in theory they're allowed. Smoker goes down, but like I said, they got a double smoker. You'll see Berlin again doing a lot of he does a lot of first contact stuff, but it's kind of having they kind of play Omen like a extra duelist. You'll see when he has his Omen ult, they like to do a TP where he goes all the way into spawn and just kind of sticks there.
A regroup and B-pop called by Berlin posthumously.
Maybe they still use it, I'm not sure. At the moment, picking the right site.
This one, a knife earlier was broken into B main, and you can see him just floating around. Doesn't actually have any util to stop this one. Finally, the hit's coming through. A couple of stray bullets on the classic, not enough to do too much more. Door being closed. Boostio hoping to catch a cheeky timing. Denied with the door. The side's going to be gained for FPX. They don't have any B main control. Could play an important part in this one. Fully grouped up onto the side.
But the weaponry is just so low. It's only Boostio with a Sheriff. 4v5, FPX should still have an advantage.
Knife hits so many.
Have an advantage indeed. There we go. You call the first one onto Ethan through lane. It's a triple phase. Lysor falls. The TP disengage all around, and it's just gone left.
Okay,
You will fall. So 3 players survive.
not too bad. They did pretty decent damage, to be honest, in terms of this might even be an armor rebuy. Might be 3 armor rebuys, 2 guns.
Yeah, the weaponry is looking strong for them. I've been watching some of the FPX games, and their economy management is sometimes a little all over. I mean, even here, it looks like Ucore is going to try and get a Vandal into this round, despite the fact that he wouldn't have money to be able to buy up in the next.
So,
but, you know,
I think
kind of
what Sideshow is talking about here is that they actually just have a different meta in China in terms of their buys and how they approach it. So I honestly don't mind how they approach a lot of it. But yeah, it is different, so I get why he's talking about it. Okay, bonus is legit. The bonus is really good.
One towards Cat, one towards mid. You can really just expend all of them early and not worry about it as much. Alarm bot at your feet, Berlin. Didn't really seem to be aware of the cause.
And FPX are a team that are going to force aim duels quite a lot. Their players
Big
haven't been in the most incredible form recently.
Is he going to step over?
Always been hot.
It's going to take good timing to take this turret down, though, it looks like. Well, wanted to. He at least jiggled to see it. Dude, they're picking the right site every single time so far.
Ruin it, or go down and leave A completely undefended. He's only going to take a duel, though, against Nishar, essentially.
Plenty of noise being made, though. Com spraying him down as they're just running it down all the way through. But Jogamo, he stays alive here into A main, holding this space as well. FPX make a call to try and flip the map, but they've stopped themselves.
They have a lot of time. If they wanted to go over.
Now they need to work out what they want to do. 40 seconds remaining. They do have some time to work with, but it's going to be running short.
Yeah, this is a pretty good call to go spawn. Are they going to double go spawn? It's a big one-on-one there.
30 seconds left.
They know the potential positionings here. Demon 1 will be able to see them crossing. Yeah, we can hear it as well.
Damn.
Active, brought down.
Great shot.
Wonderful stuff from Ayang. Set the Seekers on
they
them
know
as
that
well.
this guy's
good
close.
Positioning, at least noted. Do they know Boostier's there? Slight misstep with the flash. There's only 12
okay,
seconds
nicely
left.
handled in the end. Still pretty good damage with the bonus. They killed 3,
nice
so we get to see a massive swing round on this one.
Going forward, the flash from Ayang would have been great there to push Boosty off the line.
I liked the call in the 2v3. Alarm bot got triggered over towards short. They knew one was short, which kind of knew one was short, then one was A main with that information. So then with that they kind of worked it out that there's only one person over towards B.
New beginning here, but even when it comes to the rifles on either side. Again, pretty heavy emphasis being placed. Just a one-way smoke for Jorgamot.
But look at how much of an annoyance this star is down at the feet of Demon 1 and Jorgamot here. And this is the freedom that you have with the Astra. It's not that unusual of a composition. It might seem odd, but it's kind of similar to the Viper Sky compositions that we've seen some of the Americas teams run, like Cloud9 and Loud, I believe, at one point. Yeah. But the Astra utility can be used in more, varied ways. A flash to clear out wide.
Knife hit. Okay, knife hit 2. Shout out to the observers giving us that one.
Jorgamot's not going to be playing there, though. Already moved from that position, still a slight jiggle, and really down to the minute mark. It hasn't really been much else movement. It's a reclearance. It's called by EG with a paranoia. Sets him up.
Damn.
Tagging him to Ayang, but it doesn't matter. Demon 1 still
9
wins
HP on
Left
this.
down to 9 health. What's the response? Not too much else. Still contact plays.
Dude, I can't believe he survived all
towards
of that.
Cat. FPX. Going for the 2-2 split, but EG still have players anchoring down, locking it down, rooted in place almost. There's a KO nade pushing him even further away. Time is really running short.
The first time
and there is
EG have had a
chaos in
good
the mix.
stack here.
Lysor through the smoke. What kind of timing do you really want to take here? Waiting for the stars to be dropped down. There it is in front of them. But Jorgamot contained. Still brought down. Ethan is there with a trade. At the backside of Jenny. Spikes out in the open with 23 seconds left. Looking for information. Buying time.
Yeah,
It's a
look at that double
3-2-1
swing.
phase.
Really nicely done.
EG,
Okay, that was the
they
big
got
swing round we were
discipline
talking
for
about. So money in the bin.
Great containment by EG.
We got 2-4. 2-4 on top of it, so low buy goes in, and it's a good chance for EG to just try and stack as many as possible. They're in a good position now as well in terms of they go against an eco and they're like 1 away from multiple ults, so they can kind of stack up and keep this one clean, hopefully.
Ethan or Demon 1's contact. You can tell that EG have really put the effort into refining these setups. And now Operator online for Demon 1. They've won enough rounds, despite the fact that Demon 1's not, up at the top of the scoreboard, for him to start getting a bit more aggressive and peek out.
Game plan for FPX, though, seems to be just brute force, overwhelming with the half-bite. Stingers, Sheriffs. fully grouped
Wait, they're
up,
going to play
aren't they?
retake on this site?
Smoke drop down off of that one portion of utility, and there's a lockdown committed by FPX.
On an eco round as well.
But I'm kind of fine with this because money. It's still early in the game, and the hardest thing to do is get through the choke point with this. But it doesn't look like we have anything. Oh, Omen Flash for Heaven.
Paranoia sent flying 1-for-1, and still Ethan will collect, bringing down one of the players. Flash also just pushing him back through the choke point. No one can really
Damn,
get into
look at this recon. Look at this
Supplementary
recon.
utility just bogs
Holy,
them
nicely
down.
done. That was a great recon there. I didn't mind the idea from
Overinvestment there
FPX.
from FPX. Not sure
Yeah,
why the
it felt
lockdown
like it
was used
needed a
around,
little
but
bit
we have
more.
such
I
an
get that the
economical
Omen Flash
disadvantage.
goes to the area which isn't
that's the guy I've
covered,
been playing with
but
recently.
yeah, it was a bit of a gun diff because they had no one to spam the smoke, and I think was
Very
it
nice
Ethan that was just
utility
like
defensively there from EG,
chilling
but
the whole
dealt with,
time?
I think far too easily. We also saw a 0 point from Ethan that took away Yukor's Blade Storm right as he popped it. So that's a Jet ultimate.
Okay,
that
now we get
was
something
supposed to be
aggro, looks
composed
like.
in there with the lockdown.
No, Demon One's got the off.
Or
Just a
they're at
flash
least
recon
faking
play,
it.
I think here. Oh, and it's gonna have a Hunter's Fury.
Fury
Oh.
right behind it, yep. As soon as the dart was broken, that's the trigger. Com's consistent with it, lets it loose. Up in mid, Demon One.
Kind of cool.
Of course, he's going to be finding it, but does he expect that?
Oi.
Goal! There's no shot! It's just
That's
filthy.
nice. Big shot.
Slight minor adjustment. Another day in the office for Demon One. Listen,
Yeah,
he had
that
a bit
was
of a
very
rough
nice.
beginning to the round, but okay, he's warming
Also,
up.
in terms of the econs, are huge
Think about
rounds.
how perfectly
So yeah, I
timed
like the use
this
of the all into it. They had a good
investment
understanding
ultimates
of how important this round is.
in general, just to
And
play
yeah, it was a
with.
nice strat in the end. Kind
Going
of liked it.
aggressive and the Hunter's Fury being
It was a
used
great
to
shot.
halt this economy. FPX had just got a buy up. They're in a 4v5 instantly off the back of Com's play, and Demon One is picking apart the rest of FPX. With
Mate, he's
ease.
outrageous right now. Could
This
be a
is
good
what
tournament
EG
for him.
did
Kind of
so
played his
well
first
on their run
international
towards
tournament in
Tokyo.
terms of Tokyo,
They
and
took
then
one
now
advantage
might be
and
flowing with
spiraled
confidence.
it into many.
Lime,
pistol
what's
round,
up, Lime?
then
How
they
we
win a
doing, mate?
bonus,
Good to
then
see you,
they
dude.
have
Thank you for the
ults
10
up to be able
months,
to
mate. I appreciate you.
In terms of being
Hope,
able to set
hope
up
everything's going well, bro.
these snowball moments,
Jesus.
I don't think there's a team doing it better other than
Yeah, I'm
Fnatic.
closing that window in a second.
And even then, it's fairly dead even between the two.
A really good understanding of that. Just making sure that they can keep using the ultimates, keep them rolling. A lot of teams, you know, they think to
It's bright as well
save
with
the
the
Hunter's
5
Fury, for
months. Thank you so
example,
much,
for a
dude.
Killjoy lockdown that might be coming. I mean, Lysol's nowhere near.
Well,
So that's not really a
Lysol gave
problem
him a
for
very
them.
Okay, nice,
similar
nice
choice,
But I
early
will
timeout.
say, exactly.
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
doing good,
say
Lime, bro. Thanks for
that's-
asking, mate.
EG still,
Doing
even
good.
when that's on the board, they don't really care. They will still use your ultimates to try and snowball the rounds and the economic advantage.
Yeah,
It's
it was a
forced
good
time
start,
out
but
of FPX.
gotta try get something.
And FPX have a lot to consider here. You know, attack side on this map, it's
Do
gonna
I
be a
live
little
on a
difficult.
racetrack?
But
No, dude, that's something
when
that's
you
wild.
take a
But it's kind of
step
like a
back,
quiet
FPX
road
will have
outside,
been
so I
extremely
just feel
happy with
like,
the map
I don't know,
features.
man, they seem
In
to
terms
love it
of
here.
one area where they could
S
have
Mac
an
Naughty with
opportunity
the
to
10
upset
months
this
as well.
game,
Thank you so much for the
it's
Prime,
getting
bro.
Ascent
Appreciate it.
and Pearl in there. They have a combined 74% win rate on these two maps.
Today is a
across
blowout.
their lifespan,
This,
which is
I mean,
extraordinarily
honestly,
good.
it might be
I
hard
mean,
to argue
Ascent in
against it. Let's
particular,
see
they've
how this
only ever
goes.
lost twice
At
to
least
Billy
the
game.
last game shouldn't be.
You know,
if
they are
FPX
not a
is
bad team on this
looking
map. It's
as
been
good as they
causing
were
the Chinese
yesterday.
teams a lot of issues, and EG chose not to get
I'm
rid of
sorry,
their
Navi,
Permaban
Navi,
Haven,
man.
or rather, chose not to pick FPX's Permaban Haven, and instead get rid of it themselves.
Dude, I'm
EG is
so
just very
bad with
confident
team
they
names
can
at
play
the
maps
moment.
that FPX are good at and beat them on it.
It feels like
you know,
it's
just
every
outclassing
team with
them.
an X in. I don't know what it is. If a team has an X in, my brain can't compute it. Like it literally just melts on the spot. And then I just say one. I'm just like, it has an X in, I'm thinking, I'm just like, Paper Rex. And it will be DRX or FPX. I don't know what's going on.
It should be a slam dunk for EG in this.
Getting
group.
old, bro,
They're
it's
being
worrying.
favourites, but you're beginning to the round again.
It's getting really
well.
well. TSMX, okay.
Alright,
Alright, let's see what we got. Low buy coming in. Can we get over towards the site?
Late lurk from one of the players. The Trailblazer goes out towards it.
Oi, you really went for a bold one, trying to get the most of this. Actually a really big kill. We do Omen flash into it. He has no idea about A main, so he can't really go into there. And that is a huge flash. Yeah, this was a good round. This was really nice in terms of this one. And what the hell do they do? Because they kind of want to save these guns, but they kind of want to go for this as well. Because money's kind of low, and the fact, damn, dude, he's going to have to save this. What a perfect round for them to win.
Suddenly, as quickly as the eco round started, it is over.
It's done just like that.
Yeah, it was a nice...
These are the moments where the Chinese teams could definitely catch you off guard.
They're kind of hunting this.
They play it at such a different tempo. You can see that Com was expecting to have that time to be able to throw a very well-set recon dart up into tree. And he was just rushed.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Demon 1 now being hunted down for that operator in his hands. They'd love to remove it.
Ooh, that's the person with the pistol as well. The guy with the pistol can just go crazy.
Now. Yeah, quickly approaching his location, but this is really just going to be a firing range for him. He just needs to try and survive. There's a pull at his feet, smokes all around. Will he survive?
Yeah, did pretty well in the end. They lost one of the rifles that they picked up, but they still managed to get 3 rifles, so it was a crazy good round.
But take a look at that.
Yeah, this flash kind of changed everything, though.
A little flustered, perhaps a little whiffy from the other 2 players that rank here in the A site. You'd expect Jorgamo and Ethan to be able to catch one of those, but yeah, Ethan's reaction, I think, to that.
Yeah, it was nice after the pause. Okay, money's still out of control. Money's still pretty good for FPX. So double buy rounds coming in no matter what. We get Odin, we got Op, we got. Okay, no one doing anything before the smoke came down. That was nice. Oh my!
Oh my God!
Bro, that came out of nowhere. Just a stray dink.
Almost claiming a freebie.
And this double smokes composition is going to put
that's
a lot
nice.
of pressure on Demon 1 to find
Tags it so he makes sure that he can actually take the turret down. That's pretty good.
Means that Lysor's now going to be
A retake, we must have a killjoy. Yeah, A retake with a killjoy, or if Ethan gets a kill as well, we have that.
Nobody on EG is going to be playing onto the side here. Most of the setup from Tree.
Are they?
The killjoy nanoswarm. So
I'm gonna just keep an eye on this nade. He's in position to do a nade in this corner. I don't know if they have the lineup.
Out most of the site. There has to be a call and a decision made by FPX. Do you choose to fight this one or not? A bit of confusion in the mix. They are really just staying grounded.
Big play from Berlin. Let's see what he can do.
Uses the ult and he's still able to just sit himself into hell, but he needs to create more of a distraction. It's a triple face. EG. This fundamental still reigning true, but they haven't cleared out B main. Still. Tree and door needs to be watched for. Com brings it down, but
Ethan just straight up sticking this one. Yeah, only took 1 bullet during all of that.
He's not pushed away from it. Round win for EG. Will they keep their guns till the bitter end? Ethan, no intention.
Good damage done still, though. Shout out to Jorgamo, had a pretty important smoke on that one as well.
I think FPX had a couple of different ways that they could approach that. Maybe just getting paralyzed.
I felt like they honestly played it pretty well, to be honest, FPX here. It felt a little bit unlucky.
And in the end, Yuko was just hoping
Astra suck. I feel like they used, where are we? They used this, right?
Still, 3 rounds for
so that's why we couldn't use any of the util for a good amount of it.
Still many more opportunities.
Maybe there was a knife as well, but I know that I'm pretty sure the KO was like really good timing.
Demon 1 looking for a different angle for the operator.
Wait, they go for the classic. The absolute classic. Yeah.
No one watching top mid.
No smoke, top mid. He peeked that. Kind of crazy.
But no. Dash to disengage, back away. Picking up the angle now once more, but it is FPX.
Just realized they have both Omen and Astra. Yeah, in theory they use it fast. In theory they use it on Pal as well.
Both of the smoke's gone.
Now there's nothing to really stop Demon 1. He can take all of these line-of-sight angles.
Okay, that's straight up through the wall at spawn. Honestly, he's got a one-on-one here, maybe. Wait, this can go really badly wrong. Everyone's taking 1v1s.
Close to the corner is Ethan.
He's stuck here, though.
Yeah,
this is legit.
Real support for him.
3 1v1s about to go down. We've had one already over towards short. Ethan's been here for so long. I think he might not check in.
Might just come down to individual gunfights. Still locking it down. It's a dash forwards, but there's no one else to follow up.
He really thought it'd be spawn.
So relatively safe and sound.
It's a nice TP. Jorgamo goes backside as well. Got him to deal with. Oh, he cancelled it.
A little bit easier, Ethan. How do you play this? Do you take risks? Do you try and survive long enough for the team? No, he takes the peek and he will fall.
Yeah, they're gonna think he's backside because he did Omen TP at one point, so they have no idea that he's not backside. But the fact he's not facing, yeah. This is 3v5 by the way.
2v1 to win their 4th.
Jorgamo with the 1v2. Plenty of util left. Make all sorts happen with it. Smoke. Do you want to place this one? Dropping down. So one way towards the back of it. Paranoia there.
Saw him.
TP close. Was that predicted? Like, saw
Okay,
doesn't
nice
seem
in
too
the end.
likely
Holy
still.
hell.
Aang
Yeah, it
was
looks a little
there.
bit weird.
Actually, the Paranoia,
So
if it even did
this
catch,
was a
was faded.
1v1. Ethan managed to
Gets the
win out
trade
his.
online.
The
5
reason
to
the
4.
Omen didn't
Josh,
stick
this is
the
looking
TP was because there was like
almost even
26 or
Yeah,
30
it's a
seconds left
very
when he
nice
actually
round
did
from
it,
FPX
and he
in
was the
terms of
only
their
person that was
individuals.
securing over towards
Like
A, and
someone
they
just
already
to
had
catch
2
Demon
people
One, who's
there.
holding a bit
So they
too
were
close
kind
to
of
an angle,
hoping
and
that
the
they
shot
would at
goes
least
straight
get like
between the legs.
1 between both of them, but
Still,
they both went
that's
down.
a very bold angle to be taken when you don't have that level of information in mid. And Aang too is able to win aim duels out around the map. Aang's currently at the top of the scoreboard. He was one of their best players, perhaps even their best at lock-in.
Oh
My
my goodness, that looked close.
Nice.
Damn.
Out, Demon One. You really
Get
trying to
that
take that. There's
aggro.
no coverage. From the bottom section of mid, a push out through main. Will they deal with these players?
You can relax,
crumbling.
right?
It's Cobb.
Oh my god, they're not
Last
going for
player
him,
left
right?
standing.
Guys, you can just get over towards the other side.
Now they know exactly where he is. Hey, Yang feeling it,
Oh,
man.
they're confident. Fair
feel it.
play.
So EG maybe feeling a little bit pressed to make
Where are
these
we money-wise?
really
Because they
proactive
forced
plays
into
now on
this,
their
right?
defense, feeling like the game
Wait, this is
slipping.
getting really good.
And they've just helped it slip a little further. Not a fan of that set play even at the best of times, but Yukon absolutely dismantles it. Just swinging, ignoring the recon dart completely to take the Angels in mid. And Demon One didn't even get a chance to set up. EG here are going to take a timeout, and I think it's time for us to assess these expectations again.
Oh, yeah.
Once more.
Boostio said EG drops 8 rounds. I mean, yeah.
They've drawn
He
a
set
group
himself
that
up for
has
this.
a couple of teams
They're
that
nearly
do
there.
well at Masters
They're
Tokyo,
nearly
and then
there, and
go
they're
on
in
groups
theory
despite
on the harder
having,
side.
some levels of success before that, and then FPX, third best team from China. Not an EDG that's gone on a run before at a big event. FPX have only won a single map at an international event, and that was against Carmine Core when they were playing Triple Initiator on Haven.
Got to rally the fan base. Trust me, crowd work is
Respect to this guy, honestly.
Especially when your favorite team is
Yeah, I imagine literally
matchup that
everyone
should,
else there is for
on paper,
EG.
be slaughtering. FPX are certainly bringing it.
What did I miss?
One of the
What
things
did I
that they're
miss?
doing really well is
S
just
McNulty,
finding
I think I
that
said that, but
form.
thank you for the 10
Naturally
months
has
either
been
way.
slipping recently within China.
Takuyak as well.
Like I said, Aang was one of their best
Takuyak1
players
underscore
around lock-in at the
JP.
beginning
Thank you
of
so
the
much
year.
for the
And
Prime.
since
Welcome into
then,
the Slug Club
he's
as
just
well.
been
And
looking
Monkey
not quite
Meatloaf,
spot for the
appreciate
Chinese
the
tournaments.
100 bits, bro.
If he gets back up to form,
Thank you very
and they
much,
have
dude.
Lysor and Yuko playing, this team has serious chances of bringing it in the skill department.
How'd you play with double smokes?
You really
I
do
mean,
need to
kind of like
tighten up as
this.
well the way they're
It's
playing
honestly
around
pretty
this.
good. Basically, the Omen just turns
Looking at
into
these,
a
round
duelist.
thing. I think FPX
And you just use fake Astra smokes everywhere. And like your
love it if they
XX are
handle all
really
of these
good.
individual
Like I kind of
fights.
like, honestly, I kind of like it. Like if you saw in the Chinese games, it looked like it was a nightmare to
been
play
going
against them on this
so
and
far.
Pearl. And somehow they got both of those maps.
a real chance here for FPX to gain that lead.
And that was like a
First
big
half of
win
this map, despite
condition
only
for
being
me, I think, was
2
getting
rounds
both of these
left.
maps. And somehow
The
they got
economic
them.
advantage. It's only Demon One with the rifle
again,
who
it's
really have to
still-
worry about taking mid
Still not
control.
crazy
Nice
worried,
and
but this is
early.
a good scoreline at the moment.
Smoking off the top section of it. Actually, just hoping.
Especially
for
when they
a
go
fight.
against this eco now.
The 1-3-1
Demon One
setup
saving enough
that
money
FPX
for
has
his
been
op,
running in
does
a
have
lot of
hero
these rounds where
gun.
they take mid control is very
That's
crew-esque.
kind of it. Damn,
You
we
know,
got
just
good money
controlling
for
the
the rest of
aggression
this
on the
stuff.
outsides of the map, going deep with Yuko and Aang in the middle. Demon One with a hero rifle is going to try and take a fight.
Anti-underscore-air, thanks for the 100 bits as well, bro.
You're looking at Demon One really to find those openings. Backs away though.
They've done very
Information
good
seekers now
at
let loose.
hitting the site that
Not
is
too many
always
of
the
them going into
weakest.
the direction towards A. Jogamo tucked himself towards main, will not survive.
Demon
Go
One
out
is the only
towards
person that can win
Y.
this,
That's a skill,
really.
okay. Dash is still
Wait,
there
look
for
at
him.
these
Dan
recons.
is
Every
good with
single
the
time the
reveal.
recon's
Tucked
great.
behind Jenny, still alive and kicking.
Wait.
Ethan tucked inside the smoke that they suspected. They're body blocking right into each other. Surely.
Do they have
That he's
any
there.
idea?
Finds the timing, finds the
That's
kill,
incredible.
but is brought down in the end. Com. He's left alone to do it. But already this plant is down. Post plant looking good. Turret going to be spotting out Com's location. Look at this from FPX already.
Ready
set
with the
themselves up to
triple?
group up and take the
Dude,
fight. Hey, Aang's
this
got no
guy
teammates, so he does
keeps...
not care.
Dude, I keep watching, so it will be like controlled. It will be like relatively controlled. They have a plan where it's like a triple peak or something. This guy is wild and just wants to duel everyone. We saw it in that other round, right, where it was a 4-on-1, and I think it was Com was over towards here. They Omen flashed him, etc., and he just ran up short for the duel. You see it here. They're ready for a triple peak in case this guy swings, and he just wants to duel him all the time. He's kind of wild. I say kind of wild. He's really wild, especially on the
When you
sky.
have the depth like this, when you have the depth and the map pool advantage, I think often
I mean, it's
you
14 to
benefit from
6.
just removing
He's doing
your
something
opponent's
right.
best. That's not the strategy EG went with.
Here we go, last chance.
Same round with the Sovol.
First half. Demon will be operator once more. Another setup here with the Hunter's Fury.
Do you swing with it? Wow, nice trade. Oi, double though. Got an extra one on top of this as well. It's a pretty cool strat, to be honest.
Your IGL Omen
all of this, and then while you're dodging, we face the angle.
Just Berlin things.
It's kind of sick.
He's backing away now though with the spike. Rest of his team.
Yeah, Berlin did pretty good to get the trade on.
4 positions here.
Perfect killjoy mollies to cover both the edges here. They're easy lineups as well for this. It does have a little bit of a gap there and there where you can hide. That's about it, but they're good.
See what he can do with it.
They certainly had enough cash to be able to give him a rifle as well as the operator, but I don't know whether they did.
Here we go. Smoke's dropped down now. One at the choke point, Boostio. What kind of timing do you choose?
Kind of owns this.
At your feet,
Oh,
it's broken. He anticipated it. Somebody was creeping up onto that corner. Jorgamo to reposition.
good luck,
with the
Jorgamo.
TP. Needs some help though. Boostio through the smoke, taking the fight right to it. Not enough to reset to claim that second. Jorgamo.
Oh,
Still alive, anchoring towards
wait.
the back, but he's fired shots off now, just creating a bit of
Bossman's still
distraction.
looking at
The rest
heaven.
of his team helping him out, but Com is brought down. Time needs to be bought here. I mean, Jorgamo's already deep into the site.
3 bullets.
There with him. It's brought into this 1v1.
Damn, dude, I actually saw it. I really thought he was going to do it. That would have been wild.
It's 6-6.
That would have been a 7-5. That was a nice try.
6-6, and he's dropping the back.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite there yet, to be honest.
I
They've
don't
really
think
done
so
enough to be getting away with that.
He's
Still,
dropping the
I can feel a bit of
back.
excitement brewing for an enormous upset. I don't know about you.
6-6.
Hey, that was a nice half from
not
them.
what we were expecting.
I'm impressed.
Not what we
It was
were
a good half.
anticipating, but, yeah, that's where we're looking at
Widhoff,
right now.
what's
The
up, bro?
North
With the 2
American
months,
Seas
thank you,
versus
thank you.
the
And
third
we
in
got the
China. Des, what do you
Godfather
make
as
of it?
well with the 10 months. Appreciate your support, mate. Thank you for
very
that.
much, Bren. And Saisho, not expecting
thank you.
perhaps a curse here in the arena. Who knows? But let's take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment, because despite the fact that EG only managed to get 6 rounds, Mimi, Demon 1 was on
I mean, yeah,
form.
I guess so.
But the thing is, Demon 1 was on form. This is great. I mean, this clip was ridiculous. I feel like this is an EG that has had to, in this half, even just to get 6 rounds, rely a lot more on these individual moments. This wasn't what was happening at Tokyo. Sure, there were individual step-ups, and it's always good to have, but they were consistently able to take down teams like FPX. Here, EG has been struggling to contend with their weird style, and I think Baby Bay, FPX is playing to an expectation far above what anyone would have set for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And like the major thing that I've noticed is they're just willing to take their time when they're down a guy. Like how many first bloods did EG get there from Demon 1? And then they just slow the round down, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, EG starts like freaking out. And I wouldn't say freaking out, but they start getting antsy.
I mean, as you guys heard from Boostio in the pre-match as well, he only expected FPX to get 8 rounds, not on one map, Mimi, in this entire series. And FPX, they've got 6 already, so it's not looking very good for Boostio.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing
I
pretty
think
good.
this is far less dominant than EG would have thought it was going to be. The setup here was that EG needed a dominant group. This was their chance to get out, to continue going as they were. And right now they're struggling a little bit against this double controller comp. But in the second half, it's really, again, this question of how is FPX going to play
Coaches
this
can
one?
talk in
'Cause I think
halftime,
we
yeah.
saw the ideas with it in the first half. Being able to
Coaches can
scale out sites,
say,
put down
say
these
what they
weird
want in
smokes to
halftime.
get space. And that's a little harder to get value out of on
Nice,
defense.
2 minutes to just kind of talk it all
You know
through.
what, I almost
At least
want
when I was there,
EG
it's
to, like,
2
let them
minutes
have
and you
rounds
get like the
already, so
40
they can just
seconds
have that
in
out of their
the
mind.
freeze time
I
as
feel
well.
like they might be just trying to like
So
play a little bit too much.
it's a good
into
amount
that,
of time.
And I feel like we'll see the real
We
EG
used to get
once that
muted
8
once the
round
barriers
is
went
past
down
them, so I
for
really hope,
pistol.
you know,
I don't know if that's
just
still a
work around
thing.
this one
It's
for
been
FPX.
a
Oh,
year.
okay,
pretty
baby,
much.
they're not what I expected there. Saisho and Brent, what did you make of that?
Listen, I'm all here for it. I mean, throw
It's still
some
the same
chaos
mics?
into the mix.
Okay,
The
cool.
number 1 seed from
So yeah,
America,
they
getting
get
upset
all of
by
this time as well,
FPX, you know, the
in
third
terms
seed out
of
of
this
China.
time to
I
talk.
would
And
love
then
that,
as soon
honestly,
as
for the group
barriers
stage,
go down,
because
then the
otherwise
coaches
this
are
group would
mute.
be largely quite predictable.
we got Mike's and
People
Ewok
keep
as
saying
well.
that,
What's
that
up,
it's
bro?
going to be a predictable group. Well, no,
What's up,
things
you two?
continue in this way.
Dude,
Exactly.
this
EG
guy
getting
on the
set up,
motorbike.
and one of
Holy
the
hell.
things that you can look at
He's having the
from
time of
FPX's
his
side
life.
is how they favor attack and defense on Ascent. Usually, all teams are going to be defense-sided on this map. It's the opposite for FPX. They normally win
I
about
have to close the
60% of the
window.
time on attack and less than 50% on defense.
He looks kind of
So there's
legit.
still great chances.
Wait, this looks
Yeah,
kind of
flash
legit.
and
3
dart
people
to
heaven with
clear
that
most,
flash.
doesn't
I
clear
like
players
it.
up
You
into
have
heaven
one
as a
person
high
under
low
as well.
setup. Down
That's a
below,
shame. I
number
like
1
their
in the
pistol on
fight
this
out,
one.
it's
EG did great. They just had numbers, kind of just had a firing line here. But I actually thought this was pretty cool. Let them get out contact. Is the turret
This one's gonna
behind?
be
Yeah, it's meant to be
extremely
contact
difficult.
once
The
they're
two
in.
smokes players, Nishan,
Then
to
you
be
flash
able to get back
over.
in on.
Then you triple swing.
One
2 from
paranoia,
heaven, 1
maybe
from
a
lower. Such a pretty cool
stunner
idea,
up
to be honest.
wall, but
EG
Berlin
did
goes
great.
in
Had a lot of ghosts, like I said, just firing line
Trying
in
to
the
make
back.
something happen, and this looks like an extremely clean pistol.
Yeah, very clean. Kind of response I think you'd
All
probably
right, in
want
terms of pistols, 1-1.
North America.
I mean, they are giving them the business.
They really are.
I could understand it if EG were up 8-1 or something like that. But
Dude,
FPX
I
are
think
really
it's good
pushing
to
them
just,
and had a nice
they're
look at the
consistent
attack
with
side.
it. That's the thing, they're consistent.
They're setting themselves up for something.
Set themselves up for...
Might be another G at the end of this. Some
Even
egg
though
on
it's a
the
close
face.
game, they're still doing it.
FPX
Respect.
have the potential to do the funniest thing in Valorant history.
Do the funniest thing.
Yeah, we could see it. Everyone's here to play. It's champs at the end of the day, so...
Damn.
7-6, EG. Big advantage of the economy.
Don't buy much into this.
Deep flash, Ayang. Getting that information, but it's a very spread out attack side default from EG, so it doesn't really grant him too much more. Drone sets up Jorgamo, so he can hold on to this A main control, grab the orb, spray a couple of bullets, and it has pulled a ton of players from FPX over.
I really like the usage of these smokes that bloom out of the choke point, as you can see here on A. It just puts a lot of pressure. It's drawn a ton of players over towards the A side. 4 players.
Yeah, kind of crazy slow at the moment. It's trying to
denied,
get some map control, wait for something,
information
and
denied,
honestly
and
just feel out the
just
stack.
spill through the smoke in a multitude of angles.
If there's a stack.
EG are still playing very spread. The way that EG like to play their attack side throughout Tokyo and the run towards the latter stages of VCT Americas was that they would try and take map control and insert Demon 1 somewhere to force a pick. But at the moment, he's just grouped up with Ethan.
Yeah, I've got the right site at the moment. Berlin with the classic.
Cautious, but it looks like it's trending towards a bit of this B split, which leaves it up to Berlin. He's only got a classic, so unlikely to get too much done, but maybe there's a chance.
The timing.
Out in the hands of
He had a good
Boostio.
chance.
The rest of FPX now scampering and scurrying all the way over. The clearance here towards mid-com. Needs to not lose this gun, and well, the Bulldog definitely got that damage advantage. There's the fundamentals, Ethan. Helping him out. Swinging out through onto market, just trying to spot out where Ishao is. Ethan, yeah, facing it. So
Yeah, pretty clean.
very clean.
Double armor
Flawless, in
rebuy,
fact.
that's it. Right, let's see what they got. First buy round.
Not too bad.
In terms of the
EG
actual
really look
guns,
like they've woken
it's a
up on the
decent
attack side
bonus,
here.
but
We'll see if it
these three
continues
kind of
into
need to
a
get
bonus.
close.
When EG were going on that dominant run at the beginning of Tokyo, they were winning almost 70% of their bonus rounds, which is just a ludicrous amount. Prime Game and Flawless is going to really help them keep the economy looking fairly strong. Now, having said that, they did have 2 Spectres and a Stinger. It's not like they have the biggest bite here to go in. Haven't managed their economy to get the most
Fast
amount of
knives. Oh, is
rifles
this my
on,
flash?
but grouping up here for just a heavy B hit. Looking to try and overwhelm
okay.
Lysor.
And I saw playing in
Wait,
front
maybe.
of the turret. Unorthodox, unexpected. Right in front of the turret, in fact.
Not a great idea on an anti-eco, I don't think.
I mean,
good
Oh,
with
boy.
hands, panicking.
Whoa.
Paranoia was sent flying,
Okay.
and Demon 1 man. It's precise, it's surgical, over the top. Dash still
Dude,
there.
that
You
was
caught
really
inside
bold by the
smoke.
Killjoy
Could
to
he
play in
answer
front
back?
of all of the stuff with that. With
Not
a
a chance of it
Killjoy.
fading anytime soon. Doesn't take the timing just yet. Still waiting. The rest of his team look like they're almost set up here to just save these rifles.
And Yuko's just spamming through to see if he can find anything, but that's it.
Wait, are we saving here?
That is
Oh,
it.
man.
One small mistake.
Yeah, they
And
got some
EG all
upgrades
grouped
in
up
terms
in
of the
same
guns.
place, and
Looks
it's
like we're
over
going to
for
be
FPX
saving
in
on
this
this one.
round.
Perfect.
EG take a pistol, spiral it into a
I mean,
bonus.
teams from America are
Now they're
used to
one away
this, I
from
guess,
getting
with
Demon
Lev
1's
being in
knives,
their
3
split,
away
so
from
they'll be
having
happy
Com
having
get
a
up
lot of
to an
money.
ultimate, so you'd expect to see Com or potentially Ethan here chasing to try and get these kills. They certainly want to damage the economy of FPX as much as they can.
And they should be hunting.
Com's looking
Yeah,
for
might
it.
be able to get one here. Gonna call your
What's the one?
teammates.
Rest of his team now grouping up, but looks like they have no intention of just trying to take that fight.
No, it's just a little...
It's a perfect start for
standoff,
EG.
stalemate
It really
happening
is.
over here
Trenches
in
are dug
sport.
out, yeah.
Fair enough. Bit of respect shown.
If we go easy on them, they will never learn.
The Killjoy here.
With that save,
Yeah,
FPX
a
are
little
gonna
bit bold.
have enough for a serious
I mean, you
fight
got to
in
give it to
round
FPX.
16.
They're
And this is where
confident.
they need to halt the momentum.
Enemy tag.
You take a look at how this
Maybe a
works.
maybe a little bit
Lysor's
too
in front
confident.
of his
I mean, there is a
turret,
one-way
pointing
there
out
in front of him.
With utility in hand, that's just not a sensible decision,
Yeah.
and I think he knows it, judging by that reaction. On the big stage, sometimes
All right,
these things can
they
be
squeeze
snatched
out
off
another
you.
buy.
When
In
you
terms
find
of this
yourself
one, you
playing
go
in
down to an eco,
don't
and then
do
it's like
tricks.
11-6. Kind of feels like
very
if
common in
FPX want to
fact.
do this, they gotta win this
EG
round here.
mounting this lead. Deep dart over, that's going to tag onto Ayang, and there's no time wasted with this one. The flash slight blind there onto Demon 1, but he has not wasted time. He's all the way through into tree, smoke drop down, and a dash
He's
forward.
taking so much space.
Their placement, excuse me. Cut up for the moment. There's going to be a pull through the choke point, but is it too late? It might just be. Still players into the site. Yuko from heaven. He's eventually traded, but he's still doing a damage flash through.
Nice kill for me from full blind, I imagine.
Again, blindly firing. And
Oh.
Lysor out in the open, getting his ankles broken.
Yeah, kind
Jorgamo
of close. All right,
is there with a Guardian.
looking pretty good.
And this attack side has just been dominant.
Yeah, Demon 1 is
expectations for the
absolutely
match
sending it.
met
He
here
really is, by the way.
completely in the 4 rounds
Playing
that
with
we've
full
seen so far on
confidence.
attack. FPX are not able to hold on, and EG are disrespecting them. The pace at which Demon 1 is just running into sight,
Yeah.
no cares given.
Yeah, I mean, the beginning of these rounds, it's just been such a rapid pace off the rip.
It's been very disrespectful, I think, in terms of not really caring if FPX are in a position to try and punish them.
Yeah.
Especially on that split through A. You know, normally teams are a little diligent. There's some utility thrown towards tree to make sure that someone can
Brit,
slip through the
what's
smoke.
up?
Maybe you pause for a moment to make sure you're
Do you know the
all
cat
perfectly
with
set up and the
15 months?
spacing's
What's
good.
up, Brit? How we done?
Whereas instead there, you just see
Thank
EG
you for the
barreling
15 months.
forwards to
Appreciate
just
it.
bulldoze over FPX.
Yeah, not worried about
Thank you.
any semblance of plays. The Astra Stars that you could use, I mean, plenty of util to try and slow you down. You think about the Astra in place of like maybe a KO on a defensive setup, so they'd have, you know, a nade flash.
Did FPX look good in the first half? Honestly, yeah. After the timeout.
No, I mean, EG, I think, have a little talk with themselves probably during the halftime and have decided that they just want to overpower FPX.
Yeah.
Sometimes the faster you play and the more aggressively you play, the more mistakes you force out of your opponent. And with a team like FPX, yeah, they've got strong players, and they can certainly win aim duels and create some chaos and interesting strategies.
Sedson as well, mate.
also
Thank you for the
make a
2 months,
ton
bro.
of
Appreciate the
mistakes.
prime. Thanks
And
for
you
using
take
on
the
me.
good with the bad when it comes with teams like FPX.
Okay, they were pretty good
But when
after
you
their
play
last
against them,
timeout.
trying to
Let's
force out those
see.
mistakes
Other timeout
is
was
often
here,
a key
right?
win condition.
Managed to
What's
do this
interesting
from
is
it.
Demon 1 now has picked
So,
up the
yeah, they
operator
kind of need that.
off the back of a lot of fast XX into sights. I wonder if EG were just trying to condition it.
Wait, the buy's kind of
Now going into much
Short.
slower play, you are really forced down
double bulldog. That's
to
it.
crawl.
Money's
Of course,
out of
Demon 1
control
does
for
have the
EG.
Blade Storm, so they can speed it up at
Should
any
be,
time.
should be pretty much impossible. Playing in front of it again, by the
Limited
way.
to just the weaponry.
Probably not going to be getting the molly out this time.
Hunting for a pick.
They may have been anticipating some kind of half-buy tiles crunch play there. But FPX are forced with 2 bulldogs.
Drone broken, bit of damage there, the bullets landing. Not enough for the kill. Jorgamo survives over the top, breaking the Trailblazer. Doing enough in the early portion.
It's
of
good
this round,
pressure,
well,
though.
moving, cutting
When
away
does
any
this flash
information
come out?
FPX are trying to get just through the sky util.
Potential
Still
for
have
Because he has
some
double
flashes.
flash.
Potential
Fake
for a jet
smoke
battle
flash.
here on Catwalk.
Not
Actually, no,
even.
FPX looking like they want to reclear through
That's
A
pretty
main.
cool. This
Just
whole
use the
time they were
flash
kind of battling
just
for
a recall
heavy
star
A
on the
control,
face.
and
Yeah,
they
I
get
really
it.
grouped up and pushing now.
I quite like it though.
Yeah,
Don't
I
give
think
any
this is good as well. The
indication
fact that
to
they're doing it
EG
with
in this
numbers.
area of the map.
At like the 45-second mark, where everyone's kind of
Almost being
grouping
broken,
and
EG
doing the
are
final
not
plan.
aware
It's
of
a really
this.
well-timed push.
It's going to be happening behind
Oi,
Demon
what the?
1. He misses it. Back me and face to Young.
They're going to be top mid. They can see the
side
spike
here.
here.
The players from the top section of mid. All
Oh.
of that deep flank. Demon 1 left to try
Wait,
and
where do they
contain
go?
and push them
Oh my god,
back.
everyone's
Lysor
crazy.
capitalizing off of it. Swinging in the midst of all of that, and time is running more than short right now. There's about 11
That's
seconds
super
left. They
low.
don't have
Comps just
control
gotta
of
go.
A main, don't have control of the site, and Ayang dealing damage and a death.
Yeah,
and a
nicely
blow,
done. They
and
had
he's
no idea about
still
the
in
second
control
pass, and
of
they
it.
felt like it was only a
All that
one-person
position
push in
gained
terms of
prior.
A. It was really good. I like this from
What a great
FPX.
call by
Yeah,
Berlin there.
the
What a
proactiveness at
fantastic
like 50
decision to
seconds
triple
is just
reclip
so
through A
good.
main.
Again,
They
this
left
is
a
like the mark
gaping
where
gap over
you
towards
kind of
Tree,
have to have made a
but
decision
Demon
and
1
you're
with the
grouping up.
operator is not really going to be in a
So
position
yeah,
to
I
try
really like this. And the
push
whole time
forwards
as well with
aggressively
this
and
guy
take that
over here, they
space.
tried
He's
to
looking
make,
for picks.
tried to kind of get info the
Here's
whole
another
time.
very
I like the
important duel as Boostio swung into
like the
Lysor,
fake
who was
smoke
the
triple
only player
swing as well.
defending the B split through market.
Sedson with the
Lysor
2
wins
months.
the duel.
We got Piltsu as well, new member with the Prime. Welcome in, bro. Thank you for doing that. And Swagiro as well with the 2 months. Thank you very much, mate.
But we see a return to the faster
Thank
plays
you
of
very
EG.
much.
That was what was winning
Piltsu,
these
mate,
rounds on the
welcome in.
attack side.
Uh-oh.
Yuko, though, operator
Whoa.
misses the flick. Ethan,
Top
he was
mid.
watching it from the top
Okay.
side of
I
mid.
was going to say, was that really bottom mid?
Protocols there.
And that's a very bold play to go for a Uico when nobody's watching your top mid and there's no utility really to block that off.
The thing that I like about FPX, and like it has lost them a few rounds, again, it is the confidence. Like they're playing their own game, like they're playing very confident. So I'm happy that I'm seeing this kind of stuff. I know it's kind of costing them a few rounds, but it's good to see that.
Paranoia reclear.
Lysol's got to back off now.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck, man. Yeah, good luck, dude.
Holding his ground, and he falls TP into the back bullet. He does remove
so
it.
wrecked.
Jogmo's gone. Hunter's Fury though. There's a connection.
This guy's so wrecked. It's such a perfect ult.
He's getting value from it.
Oh, that's a big kill. This one maybe is doable. It's a 2v4 into a 2v3.
Not too sure, but still, it's a 2v3. FPX could make something of this one. He's now just trying to play this one fast and loose as well, not waiting for any sort of timing. Spotted out though, there's a double face.
Nice. Wait, he got both of those? He has one flash.
And playing into main, Ayang. Still, he spotted him surely, just the edge of the gun, edge of the
Damn, this kid's crazy good. Yeah, what a round. 2v4, by the way.
Incredible for FPX here in map 1. Winning the duel against even one's operator.
This guy's a beast.
Comes through, claims another 3 kills. Perfect.
Well, that's the 8 rounds. It's the 8 rounds that they said they were going to get.
Remembering that Hunter's Fury
GTA SUV as well. What's up, bro? With the Prime. Thank you very much, mate. Welcome in.
So sharp from him.
Yeah, that is top form. He's feeling it.
And like I said, this is such a revival for him. He's looked a little limp recently in the last couple of months.
Yeah, it's a big round. They still have good money, but that's going to help break it down.
Definitely seen it before.
Yeah, he's got star player aim on the flex initiator role, often playing Sky, able to take these kind of duels. And at the moment, he's having an excellent game and keeping FPX within touching distance of EG.
And forcing that timeout out of EG once more. We've reached a round limitation, Josh. You were interviewing in the morning with the arrivals.
I was, yes.
Yeah.
He said 13-4, 13-4.
Well,
that ain't happening.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Not at this rate. It is steadily getting closer and closer.
Yeah, it's steadily getting a little bit nerve-wracking for them, I think.
And we were saying earlier as well, we needed to see the adjustments from FPX after losing.
Again, this is a different tournament for EG. They have it kind of stacked against them. Everyone knows they're the best team in the world on Fracture, and they're no longer underdogs.
I think one of the key adjustments has been
so it's a big change up for them. Money is finally about to get broken. They do get 2-9 on top of this, so it's only this that can't buy next round. So they'll probably still buy into it and just take the hit.
Completely aware that EG are going into B
if they
splits
lose.
Or looking towards tree.
Where's the op going?
This time, I think EG are looking to try and adapt upon the adaptation. They look like they want to take much earlier A main control. At least Jogmo's positioned more aggressively.
That's a crazy way to peak that with the updraft, but spots a player towards top mid. Going to be
wait, FPX are actually kind of changing this up a lot as well. They have a heavy read that this is going to be got early info twice.
Going forward this hit, is there any util to clear this corner off? Just a smoke and a flash. Ethan right behind him. Who wins this fight out? Dash is still there and active. Jump spot onto the left side. Demon 1 has tucked himself into that corner.
Dash goes soon.
In A-main as well. He's had to back off, so that may have ruined the timing.
It's a really good off angle from Demon.
Move away from
How patient is he?
Flash. Doesn't get deaded. Second one does though. Yeah, this has been slowed. Down to 35 seconds now. Bustio being pushed. Wow. What an angle to peek off the alarm box. Contact!
Damn, bro. This is what I'm saying. They're so confident. Killjoy has to do everything, though.
No intention of going over towards A. Straight down mid, right into
Dude, you've done enough. You got your ult if you want.
The spikes drop down. It is carnage.
He's still facing.
Damage definitely done. Lysol needs to try and play for his life. Still, Yuko's picked up the angle a little bit too late here. Paranoia out in the open. Lysol can't land the kill. 11 bullets and towards the backside of it. Ethan's there. Jorgamo collects. 12 seconds left. And they aren't going to get this plan down.
Chat, someone remind me to close the window after this.
The 1v2, the form has been good, but does not expect it.
Damn, okay. Nicely done.
Repositioning a Jorgamo.
Wait, Jam. I might have time to go do it now. Okay, I think he's off. Mate,
I mean,
absolute whale
he's
of time.
up close
No
towards
joke.
A-main at the start of the round, and then throwing his paranoia, just kind of bunny hopping
No joke,
towards
he's going
Lysor.
up and down the road.
But here's where
It's
A-main
going
made
up and down.
this round winnable,
Non-stop.
and Lysor as well. These two continue
Yeah, I feel
to
like
win
this guy could have
Angels
played. I mean,
very
this guy
consistently
won the
against
round and then
EG.
like lost the round
This time not
essentially.
quite enough, but still pushed. EG though creep further
He
and
just
further
did a
to
little
the
bit too
finish line.
much. He could have gone back a site, placed the
Important thing to
ult,
note as well is
could have
the economy
placed the ult
taking a
close,
bit
forced
of a
it out of them.
tumble.
He nearly got a good timing on the
Pistols for FPX, plenty of ults to use here,
on
trying to play
Juggernaut, to be fair.
aggressively, spamming through the wall with it, dart tagging Lysor in so much trouble.
Damn,
I mean,
look
just
at him,
facing
dude.
wide here, lockdown,
No
huge shot
way.
missing. The bunny hops just narrowly avoiding all these bullets that are flying straight through them, but you got to respect this lockdown now. Has to be the evacuation. Is there any sort of utility?
Omen flash to get
stop
back
it?
in.
Updraft dash, yep, nade into the corner, along with the Nana Swarm. It clears them out, pushes them back, gives that
Alright,
player
Omen flash did
advantage.
nothing
But
there.
for EG right now, still, the post plan actually, as long as they get this plant down, is actually quite good. They have B main control still, and with that kill, again, the advantage keeps going their way. Flash and a repeat, slight miss, but still with the rifles. Maybe they can get these kills up. Yuko, last one left. Not for much longer.
Alright,
12 to 8.
four.
One more
Four
round for
chances,
EG.
man. That other round was literally everything, wasn't it? The round
FPX
before
needs
this.
4 in a row to be able to draw this into overtime. I think that's going to be a challenge for them. They've looked good. They have a lot of big ultimates.
Got a lot of ults, yeah.
But the way in which
It's
they're
doable,
getting
but
results is
they got to go against
forcing
literally
EG to
4
take
buy rounds,
unfavourable
basically.
duels and ended up winning them with Young and Lysor. I just don't think, I think there's been too many mistakes for them to win 4 in a row. They're going to have to really bring the consistency here towards the end of map 1.
Let's see if it can happen. Still with the attack side operator, Team 1 will be forced to slow this one down, but EG
The first time they've been allowed to have a main control for free.
play into the site.
This has been red. You can see both the Killjoy and the Astra deep back in spawn, playing anti-KO ult setups. They can still pull and stun and activate smokes, have those nanoswarms popped off, but it does mean that they lack a ton
Yeah, they
of
were kind of fine just giving this
They're
orb to
essentially
them.
playing, you know, 3v5 up until the site hit comes
Again, it was
through.
the first time
And
that
were
they didn't
expecting
fight
EG
for
to pick
aiming.
up that ult orb and go straight into a hit.
Jorgamo placing the deep smoke. Dart as well to mid. Again, FPX don't really have a clue of what could be occurring. Star still into the choke point. With this, yeah, no
Okay, let's
command
see what the
comes
guys
through.
on site
They are
can
gonna be
do.
able to dead these, so look at that. It's going to be the pull online, but they just wait it out. Berlin still anchoring towards the back, cannot use the util. Will the push come through? Demon 1, I mean, he's just
Oh, he's gonna
entering
tank
for them
that
with
as
the
well. Yeah, it
operator.
wasn't
The
great from
rifles
them.
will clean it up in the end. Shots hitting.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. I don't know how he said that, but fair play.
Everybody on form right now for EG, and they can feel it. This is it. Precipice to try and take away map number 1. Team hungry to get this done.
Okay, really decent in the end from EG. But I'll tell you what, actually, like there was a few rounds that if it went the other way, this is a little bit closer.
Credit to FPX, definitely
Yeah,
pushing them.
I like the fact that FPX are playing
But that
this
is
confident.
FPX's, in theory, best map, and EG have just taken it in